jump.
Hey guys, I'd like to present a new puzzle today. I call it the Mezon helicopter cube. So when you look at this, it looks kind of peculiar, right? It looks like a helicopter cube, but the whole corner here is messed up. So what is it exactly? So let me show you something. On a helicopter cube, there's something you can do which requires turning these three edges here and jumbling these three here. Now, this is going to give you a specific result, which looks like this, right? So you jumble these three here I was talking about, and then you turn the edges like this. What you get is a certain pattern that's called the Mezon pattern. Now that means the whole corner is twisted 60 degrees. Now this is what the pattern looks like on a helicopter cube. You can actually reach this shape from a solved state. Now what I did is I took this shape, cut down these pieces, and extended this side of these pieces in order to get a cube again. So this is what it is. It's a helicopter cube with the Mezon pattern turned back into a cube. Now the thing is, this puzzle is quite challenging. Now not only is solving this extremely difficult, because you need to be in this pattern, and you need to go through this pattern in order to solve it. And that means you need to get all these colors right when it's scrambled in order to solve it in a position where all of these colors will be solved. So you actually need to solve it scrambled and then solve it solved, which is quite complex. Second of all, I think this puzzle is a challenge not only when it comes to solving, but also when it comes to scrambling. Since on a Mezon pattern, you notice that these centers here, well, it's supposed to turn like this, right? Except it can't, because the puzzle is completely jumbled around it, that corner. This is actually the only part of the puzzle that is solved. Now on this puzzle, it's the same thing. And in this case, actually no, it's the opposite, sorry. Everything is solved, but this here is jumbled. Now that means that you can't get these pieces to turn like this, which is what you're supposed to get in the end. Now it's actually extremely difficult. I honestly, it's really hard to get these pieces here to turn. Now you need to basically scramble this puzzle, right? In this shape, for example, it should be solvable when these two pieces are not jumbled. I mean, it should be turnable, sorry. So let's say, for example, you know what, I'm going to show you directly. When I take out these pieces and twist the center, because that's what's scrambled, and put these pieces back in, you'll notice something. It's that I can turn the puzzle, right? So it was in this position, I believe. Actually, no, I still have to unjumble this. Let me just see if I can avoid doing that, because it's a lot of work. I actually can't. I need to unjumble two sets of pieces. Now, I'm just going to take this piece out. It's going to be easier to show you guys. Now, if the puzzle was in this position with a piece in the correct orientation here, then it would mean you could actually scramble this like that. Now, the challenge of this puzzle is not to solve it, it's also to scramble it. So that's what makes it quite special, in my opinion. It's not like most puzzles where solving is the only challenge you get. In this case, scrambling is also a challenge. Now I'm trying to get this puzzle back to its original shape. It's actually quite hard to get. Let me see if I can get it in that way. All right, I got it. So yeah, it's actually a very complex puzzle, not just because of the whole, solving thing when it has to be solved while scrambled. It's really mostly, I guess, that the difficulty is especially in the fact that it has to be scrambled before being solved. That's the worst part, is that the difficulty is actually there. And I think that it's one of the first times that a puzzle like this has been made, so I'm pretty happy about the concept because it actually adds much more complexity to a puzzle that was actually quite easy to solve in the first place. So yeah, I guess that's about all I had to say when it came to this mod that I made. I hope you guys like it, even though, you know, I mean, just a small detail before I end this video. I made this back in 2012, right? I think just when, like, 3 months after this was released, and I only recently, you know, sanded down the faces correctly with my belt sander, since I actually now have the equipment to do so. So it doesn't really look good because it started off with a pretty bad modification, but Olivier Nagy actually cut the stickers for this puzzle, and he designed the template, and I think he did a really great job because this puzzle actually looks good even though the pieces are actually quite I don't know, ugly. they're not made with a very good accuracy. So yeah, pretty satisfied with the puzzle anyways, because it's fun and it's kind of hard to solve. So yeah. So guys, I hope you liked that mod as much as I did. Hopefully I'll try to scramble it at some point, and maybe I'll actually manage to scramble it. Anyways, if you like this video, feel free to subscribe. As always, I've got my social networks in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video.